We all mishit the golf ball, including the best players in the world. And we've all had that moment when we've just struck a golf shot and we yell, "Get up," only to see the golf ball land short in a bunker or maybe even worse. So we set out to create an iron that would revolutionize how golfers think about their mishits. And with what we're about to show you, we believe we've nailed it. Just like baseball and other sports, golf is experiencing a revolution in statistical analysis that's challenging all of the assumptions about scoring. And leading the revolution is Dr. Mark Brody of Columbia University. His creation of the strokes gained statistical model has totally kicked open the door and given us an entirely new way of looking at the game. Our good friend Gary McCord and I recently sat down with Mark to talk about it.
Mark, tell us about the 4 categories you've looked at exclusively in your statistics for golf.
Start off with driving,
Okay,
then iron shots,
okay,
then short game shots,
okay,
and then putting.
and then putting. Okay,
So those are the 4.
those are the 4. What do you think number 1? Mark Brody, tell me.
Well, it's easier to sink a 4-foot putt than an 8-foot putt, and it
Yeah.
really comes from iron shots. That's the biggest separator between the best tour pros and average tour pros, and also between the best amateurs and average amateurs.
Best iron shots, that's number 1?
Absolutely. Amateurs mishit about 76% of their iron shots. We are just not that good.
So if we can't change the 76% mishit stat, the only option left is to change the results of those mishits, and that's exactly what we set out to do. Our first innovation was the speed pocket we introduced in our irons a couple of years ago. The speed pocket is a slot on the sole of the iron that flexes on impact, imparting more ball speed to shots mishit low on the face. The results were immediate. It quickly became the most played iron on tour and a favorite with golfers everywhere. So then we asked, if the speed pocket could solve the problem of low mishits, what could it do with heel-toe mishits if we put them right on the face? This is the new RSi Iron. It has a new technology, face slots, that we feel is a total game changer, and it comes in 3 different versions. Think of it like a bow and arrow. When you notch the arrow in the center of the bowstring, it goes farther. Notch it off center, and you'll lose distance. Same thing with the traditional iron. You get maximum distance in the center of the face and less distance away from the center. With face slots, the face flexes more evenly at impact, giving you more consistent distance across the entire face. With the RSi 1, we haven't had to give up any distance. Even with the consistency that you gain, it still is as long as any iron we've ever made. In the RSi 2, we've combined a progressive multi-material construction with our most innovative technology. This club was specifically designed for better players. And finally, the RSi TP. Our engineers made a breakthrough and found a way to combine a forged face that the best players in the world demand with face slots and the speed pocket. In effect, we figured out how to radically expand the sweet spot so your mishits have better results. But it's one thing for it to make sense on a whiteboard. It still has to be put to the test. So let's see how heel-toe mishits with face slots stack up against center hits on the ultimate proving ground.
We're going to put this one right in the middle of that club face right there and hit that golf ball to this green at 175 yards. It's got a 6-iron. All yours.
Oh my,
That's a good shot.
That's a really good shot. The wind's going all over the place. Look at that.
What a great shot.
Boom! It just hit right by the hole. And as you can see right here, guys, that is dead center of the club face.
Yeah.
Now we're going to put this on the toe.
Yep.
And this golf ball now is going to go the same distance.
Yes.
Roll it. Well, that has to be in the middle because that ball is literally identical.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that ball is way off its low center.
So let's try one off the heel.
All right, RoboPro, go ahead.
Look at that.
That ball
It's a
went
great
identical the same.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Wow, now that's on the heel.
No matter how good it looks on paper and in testing, there's really only one measure that matters when we introduce a new technology. The true test of whether we bring it out or we kill it. And that's how the best players in the world react to it. It's no secret that players get paid to play equipment, but what most people don't know is that we don't insist that our players switch to our newest products. They only switch if they believe it performs better. So before we bring a new product to market, we have to make sure that our toughest critics are genuinely excited about putting it in play.
That was a little bit of a miss hit on the toe.
It's nice. I pulled out a little bit and it still spun plenty.
Man, that did well because that was out the toe and that ball's come out real nice.
Your misses do end up pin high.
So like that was missed just a little bit, but it still had the.
You can obviously feel the miss hit, but if you look at the ball flight, you can't really tell.
I mean, you can tell it's spinning. You can feel it spinning.
You've just given me a bigger area that's going to create the same launch condition.
Anything that can help, it's always welcome.
We believe that the RSi irons will quickly become the #1 plate irons on tour. But the greatest thing about this new technology is that all golfers benefit from it. From the tour pro to the competitive amateur to you and me. Mishits are a part of the game. They always have been at every level of play. Even the best players in the world say they only hit a few really good shots in a round. They know they're only as good as their misses. With our new RSi irons, you're going to love your mishits.